Well, I know this was a tough game because it was emotional. The team wanted to win it for Davion, and obviously Davion wanted to play well, being a transfer from Auburn. And Auburn, Final Four team with Coach Pearl. He's a great coach, and obviously since they gotten Cooper back, one of the best teams, if not, I think them and Alabama are two best teams in the SEC right now. So we knew it was going to be a challenge, and really credit our guys. I thought they did a great job, and second half did a much better job on the glass. And then you got to be able to win on nights where you don't make shots. And I know Jared and Maceo had some really good looks, and it wasn't falling, but that's where the offensive rebounds come in, and that's where having other guys be able to step up. And I thought the team did a great job finding Davion, Adam, and Matt. And Matt really gave us a great lift and a great run where we could get separation. And the bench outscoring their bench 38-16 was the difference.
First question comes from John Warner with the Waco Tribune Herald.
Scott, did you feel like there was a different energy level to start the second half?
I thought first half we had energy. I thought we were uncharacteristic as far as we missed some shots, and I don't know if we had the pressure defensively that we normally apply. And I thought second half we started making a couple shots, applying more pressure, getting out in transition. Things just were smoother to start. Where first half we had some good looks, we just didn't make them, and then they did such a good job in coming down and crashing the glass that it was hard for us to really get into a rhythm.
And what does that do for a team when Mayer gets a dunk like that?
I mean, I know they only count as 2 points dunks, but I mean the momentum, the energy, the excitement, it just permeates throughout the team, and that allows you to build on a run or go on a run, and just changes the momentum of a game. And credit Matt because he's done a great job this year rebounding, and because of his hard work of going to the glass, it paid off.
Scott.
Next question from Myron Medcalf with ESPN.
What's up, Myron?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Scott, there was such a celebration.
Wait a minute. Myron, is it snowing up there? What is it, negative 20 in Minneapolis right now?
We got freezing rain, and then the snow's coming later.
Hey, it's 80 in Waco. Come on down.
I need to get there. It was definitely a celebratory moment. The whole team just sort of came together after Matthew dunked like that. What does that say about the bond on this team that everybody was so happy kind of in that moment to see him do that?
Well, I think that's one thing a lot of people have said when they watched our team play. You can tell that there's genuine love for one another, and you can't fake that. And our guys, because of that bonding, because of that love, I mean, it helps inspire and motivate everyone. It allows the unselfish play to exist to where when Matt's playing well or Adam's playing well or Davion's playing well, people get him the ball. And if it's Jared's on or if it's Davion or Maceo's on, what I mean is that the ball doesn't stick, and it's not a selfish team. And 17 assists, 9 turnovers, that's a great ratio, and hopefully we can continue doing that. But the love and joy they have for each other is definitely a key to our success.
Next question from Jerry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider.
Scott, in that early surge in the second half, Maceo, who, like you said, had not hit very much in the first half, hit 7 points, I think, in a row for you guys. How big was that to kind of get you guys some separation?
Well, I thought Maceo gave us a good lift early, got us and again, I thought we had some good shots first half. We just didn't make them. We didn't get enough second chance points early on. But once you get that separation, people feel a little more comfortable. And I thought we got out in transition from there and made some good passes and shared the ball as well.
And what was the difference on the boards in the second half? They out-rebounded you by 8 in the first half. Y'all kind of matched them in the second half.
Well, I thought, I mean, we pride ourselves. We're third, fourth best offensive rebounding team, and our defense rebounding hadn't been great, but we're trying to get better. In the last game, we were really good against Kansas State, got 85% of our defensive rebounds. But credit Auburn. I mean, they got a lot of length, athleticism. Coach Pearl does a great job in getting those guys to rebound, and I thought our guys competed, and in second half did a much better job of blocking out and holding blockouts. And we did a great job winning the second chance points, even though it was tied on the offense of glass.
Thanks, Scott.
Next question from Kendall Cott with Our Daily Bears.
Scott, Mark did a really good job on Sharif Cooper in the second half. Was that kind of a focus to have him be the defensive matchup for a stretch?
Well, we definitely felt comfortable when they set a lot of screens with his man and switching that, and that's the blessing of having three guys on the Naismith top 15 defensive players, and Mark, whoever he's on 1 through 5, we always feel great with, and we can orchestrate where we start him and who he guards so we can get those matchups.
In the first half, it looks like you ran that floppy set to get an opportunity for John to have a lob. Are you guys kind of focused on having guys look for John more on lob opportunities?
Well, you got to credit the other teams because a lot of stuff that we run, I mean, once it becomes scouted, people take it away, and then you got to go to your second or third option. And we've had a couple passes to him, like one of them we should have had, and it got bobbled, and that just happens sometimes.
Great, thanks, Scott.
Next question from Paul Catalina with Sigma 365.
Scott, your team has such a high basketball IQ. When you guys come out after half, do you feel like you've had to coach them up a lot to adjust things, or do they kind of just learn their opponent during the game and make those adjustments on their own?
Well, I think every coach will tell you when you have a veteran team, an experienced team, a mature team, a team that's player led, you can listen more to what they say than you just dictating stuff. At the same time, it's a team game. We give our thoughts and opinions, and we listen to theirs, and then we make decisions.
Next question from Andrew Miner with Bears Illustrated.
Yeah, Coach, you guys have had some stellar second halves this year on this season. What adjustments do you look for to make in the locker room, from the first half going into the second half that allows you to be so successful?
Well, I think first we have depth, and when you have depth, you don't get as tired, and that rotation can wear on teams, and the pressure can wear on teams. The other thing is I think our guys do a pretty good job of identifying areas and things that we need to improve on, and then carrying them out. Some teams you got to go through practice and walk through and film before they can figure things out, and teams that are more seasoned and veteran, you can explain it and they can adjust on the cuff.
And we're sitting here and a bunch of your guys are back out, getting shots up, things like that. What can you say about the testament of this team's work ethic and joy and character?
Well, I think that's a big reason for our success. We got guys that really love to be in the gym. They love to get better. And I know some guys missed some shots, so they'll be in shooting extra. Some guys that didn't get minutes will be in extra. And guys that plays well probably rehab and then be in later tonight. So with COVID, there's only two places you can be, at home or in the gym, in my opinion.
Adam, you had a season high 19 points, 8 rebounds. Were you just feeling it out there today? What was kind of going on with you?
I just want to start off by getting God the glory. Without him, I'm nothing. And it was really exciting being out there playing with these group of guys. And every shot that I made was because of my teammates encouraging me, either finding me. So I just want to thank them for that, because without them, I wouldn't have that season high.
You guys seem to have a different level of energy to start the second half. Was that talked about at halftime?
We definitely tried to take advantage of both halves and come out and go 1-0 every possession. And we look at the stats and everything at halftime, but it's more of just coming out with energy and competing at a high level. And we know when we do that on two halves, we know we're a tough team to beat.
Thank you.
Next question from Myron Medcalf with ESPN.
Adam, what was it like when you saw Matthew with that tip dunk?
It was crazy. It was crazy. We were all super excited for him. He's a big-time talent, and he showed that tonight a little bit.
Next question from Kendall Kaut with Our Daily Bears.
Adam, in the first half, you stopped a lob opportunity from Auburn. As a guard, what do you have to do in those situations, surprise us it might be a lob, and make sure they don't get it?
Could you say that again? I'm sorry. It's kind of loud.
Hang tight 1 second, guys. I got to turn the volume up in here. We got some noise outside. Okay, go ahead.
My internet may also be trashed, but I appreciate you and David working with me here. Adam, first half, you stopped a lob. As a guard, what do you have to do to identify those lobs and be able to stop them when a bigger guy is going up for the dunk?
Just being aware, having awareness out there. We watched a lot of film, and the coaches prepared us and told us ahead of the game that they were a big-time lob team. So we just try to be aware and have our head on the swivel. And when I saw the chance, I just knew I had to make sure that I was in the right position at the right time.
And Adam, you played very well lately, but you were in those COVID-19 protocols back in December. Is there a moment you kind of felt like more recently where it's really come together for you? You've gotten your legs and your strength back?
Every day, I'm getting better and better, and I'm just trying to take advantage of every moment. And I'm just so excited to be out there with these group of guys and just be able to compete. It was a big-time struggle being locked up for 10 days with COVID. So.
Next question from Andrew Miner with Bears Illustrated.
Sure, Adam, you guys were out rebounded by 8 in the first half, and then you came back out in the second half and out rebounded Auburn by 8 to finish dead even on both offense and defense. What was the change of mentality there? You seem to be a little more scrappier as a team in the rebounding department.
It's all about toughness and just a want to. And the coaches put a lot of emphasis on it in halftime that we needed to box out. And those second chance points when you're giving teams multiple shots, it's very tough to guard. So we just decided to lock in as a team and box out. And that just led to kind of a bigger lead.
And as a team this year, you guys have had several great second half performances. Is there something about coming out of the locker room that you guys kind of find another level?
It's definitely just readjusting and locking in on basically what had happened in the first half and just coming out and trying to capitalize on the things that we learned and just going out there and giving it everything we got. And that's led to some good second half. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Next question from Kevin Longquist with SicEmSports.com.
Adam, obviously their athleticism and their length was so noticeable, and you guys were ready for that. Or what was the biggest change you all did in the second half to counter that because of their length?
They're definitely a team that is superior when it comes to athleticism, and we just knew that as long as we were boxing out and just aware of their athleticism, we knew that we could come out and just get that edge. And once we locked in defensively and were able to box out, it just helped big time.
And then it seemed like you guys did such a great job on Sharif Cooper. I mean, letting him take some threes, but really kind of taking away some of the other aspects. Was that really kind of the idea coming in against him tonight?
Definitely. He's a good player, and we just wanted to make sure that, just like everybody else, we focus on our assignments, and we have specific things through scout that we pay attention to, and we just try to capitalize on that. So,
Matthew, I mean, great game for you. Can you walk me through the tip dunk and then the celebration afterwards and what guys were saying to you as you're running back up the floor?
I mean, they really just weren't boxing out, so I just went in and got the putback dunk, and then afterwards, me and Jared have a competition to see who can get the most dunks on the season, and for some reason, he thinks he's going to have more than me. Like, yeah, he plays more minutes, but, like, come on. And so, he was like, okay, you beat me now, and I was like, I've already been beating you. So that was our conversation down the court. That was pretty cool.
Next question from John Warner with the Waco Tribune Herald.
Matthew, y'all seem to come out with a different level of energy in the second half, got to more loose balls. Was that talked about at halftime?
Yeah, I think we were just playing a little bit too timid. I mean, it probably doesn't look like I was playing timid out there, but that's my version of timid, is when I'm doing a little too much, So, but I think we all just, Jared did a great job of getting us all together and being like, yo, this is on, like, we got all this noise coming from here, there, and this is on us. Like, let's just go out there and have fun, do what we do. And I think that helped us a lot. Like, just take the seriousness out of it so much and just be like, let's just go hoop and do what we do. So.
Thanks.
Next question from Kendall Kaut with Our Daily Bears.
Matt, in the first half, you hit a 3, slipping a screen with Davion. Is your mindset to be aggressive in that instance and look to hit that 3 and slip the screen?
For sure, but it was just a good pass. Like, he got both the defenders on him, so that was a pretty wide open shot. So, yeah, but I mean, I'm always looking to be aggressive, especially whenever Davion's passing it, because he's such a good passer.
All right, thanks, Matt.
Yep.
Next question from Andrew Miner with Bears Illustrated.
Yeah, Matt, real quick on that tomahawk putback jam. Jared shot the three, but you were clapping for the ball there and then took off after he shot it. What was kind of the thought process there? Just take me through what you're seeing there, right there.
I mean, like I said, they didn't box me out, so I just saw the lane, and it was just like one of those perfect misses, so shout out Jared.
Sure. And you had a couple of series of sequences of events where that really just seemed to boost your guys' momentum, one of which happened in the first half where you hit a three and then got that assist to John down low for the and one. And then there's another in the second half where you made a couple buckets, then missed a three and went back and took a charge on Cooper. I was wondering, just what goes through your minds when you're hot, and even if you make, miss a shot or something, where you're always focusing on the next play.
Yeah, I mean, when you're feeling hot, that's kind of the thing is you don't really think anything. Like you're just in an aggressive mindset. Like every time the ball comes, like you just got your eye on the ball all the time. Whenever it comes to you, just look to be aggressive. But it was just a fun sequence, and I'm glad I got the charge on that one.